So about a week and a half ago, I made a video talking about 5 things that would make a Blaine County DLC amazing for GTA Online. And in that video, one of the features I brought up was 10-car garages in some of the barns up there. And a lot of you guys really enjoyed that idea, or really liked that idea. And I figured, since so many people did like that, why not take it a step further? You know, we always talk about features or items that we would like added into the game, but we don't really give examples too often. So I figured, let's do that with this, because I really do like this idea, and I hope Rockstar take this into account and some way make this happen, because like I mentioned in that video, the north part of Los Santos, it needs more. It needs a reason for people to travel up there. So in this video, what I'm going to be showing you guys are 6 locations of barns that are in the game, or barn-like houses or structures or buildings in the game, where a 10-car garage could work. Starting with this first one, I'll actually show the location in the start menu here in a second, but this one is a really great candidate because it also has a house next to it. So if Rockstar did want to include houses kind of like they did with the stilt houses, then maybe that could work. Although it is a little bit beat up, I'm not sure how popular a beat up house would be, but it's definitely in a cool location. It's not all the way in Sandy Shores, but it is close enough. The building itself definitely looks big enough to hold 10 cars in it. There is an entrance on the side. Funny enough, it actually says garage up on the roof as well. Another thing I was thinking of, since these buildings are sort of taller than, you know, you would think a traditional garage would be, maybe they could have them like 2 stories, like the first floor is your cars, and then the second floor could be for like a house or something. Because some of these other locations, they don't actually have houses next to them. It's literally just the barns. Like this next location, this one for some reason has a small barn next to it. So maybe that one wouldn't be used. But the bigger part, you can put the cars on the bottom, and then up top have, you know, your bed or whatever, something like that. Now maybe these couldn't be used for heist. That's fine though. You know, I'll take the high-end apartments for heist, but give us, you know, a more a homey look plus a garage in the barn. That would be pretty cool. This next one, I'm not sure if this one could work, but this sort of area right here on the water, it would be a cool location. But like I said, it's got, at least this barn or building in particular, it's got the boat ramp. So that obviously wouldn't be useful, but it is like the most barn looking building in this area that could fit 10 cars. Some of these other buildings aren't big enough, or they actually just look like houses. There's actually one in particular though. It's a little bit smaller and you can actually go inside of it, but you can just get an idea of like the interior of some of these barns. I'll actually show some examples of that at the end of this video. But with all these locations that I show, you know, if they did clean some stuff up and then obviously improve the interior, I think a lot of people would be interested in 10-car garage barns. This next location is on a main road, and it's in a great location because you got the airport or the airstrip right next to you, so you're in a good location for Pegasus vehicles. Only problem here, I mean, it says feed store, so obviously it's not a barn, really. I mean, the building kind of looks like one, but it's supposed to be a store. I don't know. This building, it definitely could work as a barn slash home. Like I said, it's got the door in the front, so maybe you go in that for the home part, and the garage door for the actual cars and stuff like that. Maybe in the newswire they could spin it to say like something along the lines of the feed store now turned into a luxury home, or whatever, home. I mean, out of all the locations, I think that's definitely one of the better ones, just because it is on the main road and it's right next to the airstrip. This 5th one I want to show you guys. Now this one, you'll remember it from the single player, and this is where I don't know how that exactly would work, just because this one and the next one in particular, you'll see there's some reasons why I don't think they could work at those locations. But this one is the best looking one out of all of them. I mean, it's the most traditional barn-like structure here. Similar to like the first one, if you had like the top floor as like the home area and then the bottom floor as the garages, I think that would work really well. But like I said, since we already know kind of what happens to this in single player, I don't know how they could like work that in, or I don't even know if people care that much. Like, since this is, I think, what, 6 months or 3 months before the single player campaign events, I'm not sure exactly how you could spin that to become like a player owned garage or home. If anybody has any thoughts or ideas, let me know in the comments. I definitely do. And then this last one, like I said, this is just one of the issues that I had when I was searching for barn areas, and that is gang attacks. A lot of the barns, for whatever reason, they have gang attacks near them. And obviously, if there was a gang attack, you know, where you were living, that would not make any sense. So the 2 choices that Rockstar could either have is to remove the gang attacks, which I don't think they would do, Or, I mean, I guess they could move them. That would probably be the best option. Or maybe they have it so where you kill the gang just to get access to the barn. But those were the locations that I found. I mean, there's probably more out there. If you guys come up with any other ones, let me know in the comments. Like I said, if you have any other ideas that could add on to this idea or this concept, let me know in the comments. Now, getting into the interior, I'll show some pictures. Now, these are obviously from real life, and these might look a little bit too nice for what sort of the theme we're going for, because you don't want to make these too luxurious just because it wouldn't fit. If these are going to be up in Sandy Shores, up in Blaine County, then you don't want them to be like super nice end apartments or garages. You want them to sort of have that barn worn down feeling. But as you can see in a few of these pictures, they do have the cars on the bottom, and then they have like sort of a staircase or something to an upper area. And like I said, that could be where you put your bed or your outfits or something along those lines. Like, I'm sure Rockstar, if they wanted to go this route, they could figure out a way to incorporate everything into one place, so it's not just a garage. Anyway, that is it with the video. Hopefully we'll see something like this in a future update. Maybe whenever they do give us like the ability to buy a 6 apartment or a 6 garage, they could throw these in. And with that, I just feel like there's so much potential up in Blaine County, and they're not taking advantage of it. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy and like this idea. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content, and as always, see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.